Good morning. Yeshivat Shalom Bayit. We're here in Hollywood. So you have one in Israel screaming good morning. We're going to do the same thing here. Let's try. We're mimicking. We're mimicking a tzaddik Rabbi Eli Stefansky. That's what you're making right now. Baruch Hashem. So we have, today is the 18th of Kislev, Monday, the second day of Parashat Reishev. And V'zat Hashem, we're back in Yeshivat Shalom Bayit. The Shur should be V'zat Hashem Lefuah Shlema LeChaya Bat Leah and all Am Yisrael V'zat Hashem. Let's go. Siman Mem Aleph. Din Hanose Masooi Ech Yinhag B'Tfilin Ubo Seif Echad. Now, as you remember, in olden days, the people were used to wear the tefillin the entire day. Now, what happens is if he is a laborer, he's a laborer of carrying loads. What should he do? Okay. So Halacha. Hanose Masooi Al Rosho. So in olden days, people used to wear big baskets, like those. You see that general, what is it called? Geographic.
National Geographic.
National Geographic, right? They show you those women in Africa with the big baskets on their head, and they're walking around, right? And somehow they're not even putting out their heads, just like that. They're walking with their hands down, and the basket is sitting on their head. Right? So you have some men do that such a thing. It's a job, whatever it is. People do that. So a rabbi says, no, if you're doing that, that's your job, make sure to take off the tefillin. Don't take tefillin until you put down your basket. ואפילו מטפחתו אסור להניח על הראש שיש בו תפילין. Oh, so that's going to be a big discussion here. What about a hat? Right, people put a scarf like a they roll it up. Even that will be asur to put on tefillin. Aval davar shedar yoten b'rosho kegon kova. Who knows? So kova, a head, masnefet, or the Muslim hair that that big durba, whatever it's called. That will be allowed if it's a normal thing to wear with a head.
I've seen pictures of Ben Ish Chai.
No, but Hashem is he would cover it on top of the tefillin. So today people do that basically. I do that many times. I want to travel. Let's say I daven, let's say I learn over here in daven over here in Baruch Hashem by Nahar Shalom. Right, my cousin has a shul around the corner, and he davens at 8 o'clock sometimes. Sundays they start 8 o'clock. We're finished already here, everything. So he calls me up, Rabbi, we need a minyan. I'm b'mishli minyan. I'm with tefillin. Yes. What am I gonna do? So I take it off everything? No, I put on my head, cover my what's his name? Cover over here my head, so it's basically sitting on my tefillin to cover my tefillin. I go outside, no problem at all. The rabbi has not a problem with that. Is that Shulchan Aruch says it's not a problem if it's normal wear that you wear on the head. But to put on a towel sounds like it's going to be asur. You don't walk around with a towel. Something you don't walk around with. Now you put it on your head to cover tefillin, putting it basically on the tefillin that's on your head. You must take it off first, the tefillin, and then put it on. What do you want to ask?
Oh no, this the Ben Ish Chai.
The picture does not show you that he was wearing tefillin.
That's true.
Right, but that's what he's talking about. He's just telling you, so if it's a normal head covering, that would be allowed. Yeah. Why is my tefillin shaking? I don't know. I'm already shaking the whole day here. Okay. Now, Haga. ואפילו אחי, אם הוא מסעוי כבד, 4 קבין ותפילין נידחות, צריך להסירן. Rabbi says over here, no. Even if you're not wearing something, not carrying something on your head, you're carrying it on your backpack. You're carrying it on your hands. If it's too heavy, take off the tefillin, says Rama. Rama says take it off because it's not going to be covered with tefillin. It's actually in bit yourself, it brings it down. That's Maran also holds that. Right? That even if it's not on the head, still, because you're tarud, you're concentrating on this item that you're carrying. Who cares about tefillin? You're not going to care about tefillin. Oh, it's a big problem. Tefillin, as long as it's on your head, you always must be thinking about tefillin. Lo yasir, you should not take it out of your mind. Right? And that's why all the new sidurim. If you take a look at the sidurim, all the sidurim, the new ones. I don't know about this one. Let's see if I'm right. Right? So no, this one has Shiviti Shemiti Tamid. But and tefillin, the word tefillin is right there on top. You see that? Right on top of the shacharit, it says tefillin. So basically, when you're davening sidur, you're supposed to remember yourself that you're wearing tefillin at all times. Now, this is in shacharit. What about mincha? Mincha already doesn't have anything on top because you're not wearing tefillin. Okay? So you see that there's importance. How are you going to be thinking about tefillin if you're right now carrying a heavy load? Right? Why are you there with us? Where's the coffee? Coffee is enjoying it? It's good?
Right.
What give me up? You put milk or no milk?
Lemon glass.
Huh? Good. I brought milk. Baruch Hashem, finally. I brought the milk. Otherwise, it's gonna.
I don't like too much milk.
I don't drink milk in my house. My wife, when she's here, she buys it.
Chinese people don't drink milk.
Oh
You
yeah?
know why?
Why?
They're saying milk is up to 1 year baby only. After that, even.
Cow milk.
That's it. You don't give milk to a child
heard
after
that.
1 year.
Yeah, that's correct. By the way.
Yeah.
They don't eat cheese also.
Cheese?
Nothing.
I don't know.
Nothing has to do
Too
with
religious.
milk.
No.
Nothing has to do with milk. They don't drink milk.
Oh yeah.
That's why they drink tea.
If you think about it, the baby cows, when they drink the milk until
Yeah,
when
so
they're
maybe
babies.
right. But even
We're
though,
drinking.
They're
even though
saying it's not healthy.
my dream
Human being.
to drink milk. Yeah, I know. That's why everybody's such a
Lactose, lactose intolerant.
No, that's a different story. We're talking about now all those like Gildas. You see all those humans, they're becoming like cows. Too much milk make you like a cow and make you huge. That was the whole problem. Yes, but my dream is to open a school, a boys' school, girls' school, and one of the things we're going to be doing there is teaching them farming, and we're going to have a lot of goats. Goat milk,
When I was in school,
Goat
they
milk
teach
is-
me farm.
right? Goat milk will substitute.
Things,
100%, yeah. The goat milk will substitute mother's milk, by the way.
Yeah,
All those
so
gemachim.
This was one of the subjects of the day.
Yeah, yeah.
To learn.
Yeah, you must.
To plant things.
Oh, that's 100. That's what I want to do in my
It's bad
in our
because
school.
we're totally dependent on the supermarket.
Right.
Have
Yeah,
a shalom,
yeah,
the
yeah,
supermarket goes
You know,
down. What are
ask
you going
every
to do?
child. He doesn't know how things are growing.
Right, and you cannot learn Torah like this.
Yeah.
If you can't learn Torah, if you don't know how, if the whole Torah is about farming and about what to do, it's for the purpose. There's a purpose for it.
Plant the chitas,
That's right. Yeah. How to take it, everything. And Bezat Hashem, that's what my dream is all about. That's my dream is all about. I don't know because I was not taught. But if you have a school like this, Bezat Hashem, hopefully it's going to be educational, lemase.
Google, they explain to you everything.
But it's, a lot of things
How to
distorted.
plant and
It's not true. A lot of things distorted, and they trick people and they're lying to people.
You think so?
Yeah, not think so. I know so. The Google is monitored. They don't want people to be self-efficient. They don't want you to be self-efficient. They'll be hiding things. There's a lot of things that they don't reveal secrets. They'll tell you general things that sound like they're saying the truth, and most people they try to grow stuff, they fail because they learn from fake people.
I learned how to plant a mango tree.
Okay, you have
How to
mangoes?
start.
So where's your
I
mango?
don't have mango. I just planted a year ago.
Okay, we'll see. Mango usually within a year, the first year.
The tree is already.
Where's the
7
fruit?
feet.
Where's not one fruit yet.
No fruit.
There's
yet.
a problem.
Yeah.
So there's a no. The first year is supposed to give fruit already.
Oh,
Apparently
the first
trees, yes,
Think
supposed to give
so?
it. Not I think so. I know so. That's what the
I
Torah
just
talking about.
planted less than a year ago.
The Torah tells you the first 3 years produce has to be orla. Torah is just stop talking.
Yeah. No,
That
okay.
means the first year starts to
So
give you
should
produce
give,
already.
Fruit this
already.
year?
The first year already.
Okay.
Let me know. By the way, I eat mangoes, you
I'll
know.
let you.
But you can't eat the
I'll
first
let-
3 years. We can't
I'll
eat.
let you know.
Okay, the first 3
So
years
I
was
learned
burn.
how to plant mango.
We'll see if it's real.
It's real.
We'll see if it grows anything. We'll see. Because Rabbi's children also grow stuff and doesn't grow anything. It takes,
No?
What are they waiting right now for? They're waiting for etrog already for a year or so, more than a year, 2 years. I don't know. They're still growing etrog, waiting for the etrogim. I'm telling you, there's something wrong is going on there. Don't trust anything you hear from anybody.
I don't trust. I
You have
want
to
to see
get real
results.
people. That's right. You
With
real
my
people,
eyes, I want to see the fruit.
and you have to teach the real stuff, how to plant everything, how to grow everything. Bezat Hashem. סימן מ"ב. אם מותר לשנות תפילין של יד ושל ראש. ובו ג' סעיפים. So now what happened was
What do you
that
mean?
what happened was again tefillin shel yad you have 4 parchments on one parchment, 4 halakim on one parchment, right? So the question is, can I cut it? The Sofer rewrote tefillin shel yad, and that's what he had in mind on the cloth. He wrote all 4 parashiyot.
Okay.
So now I want to divide, split them into 4. Am I allowed to do such a thing or not? And there's 3 halachot in reference to that. Good question, right?
Yeah.
Aleph. Asur leshanot tefillin shel rosh lasotan shel yad. So the first rule is from rosh to the yad, that's going to be prohibited, right? Afilu likach ritzuah mehem v'liten b'shel yad asur. Even to take this ritzuah, this just the belt from the rosh to use it as a yad, that's also prohibited. That's right. Yeah. Why? מפני שאין מורידין מקדושה. The head, holiness, is much more than the hand holiness. Hamura ligdusha kala. So Rosh is more holier. Therefore, to lower it down, it's not allowed for the more weaker. V'shel Rosh kedushato hamura. And the head tefillin are a big significance of holiness. Shirubo shel shakai v'shel Rosh. Because Hashem's name is, we say Shakai, we try to Shaddai, you said it, but it's okay. Okay, Hashem's name is more prevalent in that in here. Rubo, why Rubo? We have the Shinim, right? We have the Shinim over here, and then you have the Dalet here, so Shin Dalet. So Rubo Shazay, right? On the head. Aval Mishal Yad Shel Rosh. Okay, Aval, but Mishal Rosh. Aval Mishal Yad Shel Rosh. However, if you want to take the belts from the hand and use it for the head, mutar לשנות. ואם היו חדשים שעדיין לא הניחה, מותר לשנות אפילו משל ראש יד, שתולה עליהם מכסה אור אחד מרים כבית אחד. So again, if they were just created by the sofer, whatever, by the bati macher, a person who just created it for you and he made it already, right? Even though the tefillin was complete, you have shel rosh, the belts on, and yad belts on, you change your mind, and you want, for some reason, you had a better ones on the head that you like, that will be stronger on the hand, because obviously the hand, they're more usage, right? Over here they're just hanging, they're not doing anything. Over here you have rolling, and you want, for some reason you figured out that the ones that had the belt of the head are stronger than the head is there. As long as you didn't put it once, you are allowed to change it, because you didn't give it holiness yet. Even though you already attached them, you fixed them already properly, and it's 100% kosher to be put on right now, shel rosh, on the head. Still, if you want to change your mind and use the belt of rosh until you didn't use it yet once, even put it for the hand, you are allowed to do that transaction without a problem.
Because it hasn't been used officially.
Right, you used it once. Once you used it,
Yeah.
it's already kedusha. Also, important to point out, I don't know if he's going to mention it here. Same thing, let's say when you bind the new shel yad, right? When you start binding this, the big problem, many people make a mistake. They make a bracha, then they roll it up, right? Then they put a head, and then they have another 10 meters leftovers in the hand. The whole thing became kaddish. If before you made a bracha on it and you cut it to the size, you cut it, whatever you cut off, you didn't use, throw it to garbage.
But the minute you use it,
The minute you made a bracha, now you have 2-3 meters extra. That is kadosh. You have to bury it. Nizah. So that it's more. Can I to point that out also? Same thing in the belts of the shel rosh. Same thing. So once you use it, it's kedusha. Bet im hitna alehem mitchila. אפילו למשל אדם יכול לשנותו אפילו בשל ראש ושל יד. However, the rabbi says a condition. If you make a condition that once I put on shel rosh, really I don't want it to be shel rosh. I want to change my mind one time. Maybe for whatever reason it is, I'll change my mind later on. That will be still mutar. Since you made a condition, that therefore the kedusha has not fell on it completely. It's not kedusha chamura yet until you make it final. So the question is, it just came to my mind, what happens if you do it for 10 years, right? The shel yad is worn off, and you had in mind always, it's not there, you want to now change it because it's weaker, so you want to keep the stronger one back to the I don't know if that's going to be, condition is worth it.
Gender fluid. Right, so...
Let's see, there's a star over here. Let's see if it gives us a little, on the right side, Be'er Halacha, right in the middle here, Chebra. Right over here, look, right over here in the middle. You there? Mishel Rosh Shel Yad. You see that? Here, Rabbi Chaim. Right here. So, okay.
Yeah.
So there's Hainu Haparshiyot VaHabatim. ולדבר חול אסור לשנותם, לכתוב על הגלה. So it is talking about that for not just to change it back completely for חול. לכל כהיגה כמו שמובהר בסייב. אוקיי, משנה ברורה. ואפילו תנאה לא בהנה בזה, זמוך, אפילו לדעות החורקים על הגב וסוברים, בהזמנה אפילו לגוף הקדושה, לאו מלתהי. זה. So there's a big machloket. Right here you already see that there is a big machloket that if you put it on once, nobody cares about your condition. It already became holy. So obviously for me, we could already make a conclusion. If you already wore it many times, mistama, it's not going to be good. So you can't change after 2, 3, 4 years. You want to change now from the Rutzuot of Rosh to put it on Yad. Once you're already, if you understand that there's a machlok even from the first time already, the mistama is going to discuss that if you're allowed to change it. But we will just skip because we're not here for that purpose. Okay, Halacha Gimel. Sudar de azmene lemeitzer be tefillin. Now you have this. This is called a sudar. This is called a sudar.
Little bag?
Little bag, right?
Uh-huh.
You're going to put inside there the tefillin. You said, I'm going to use this for putting on tefillin. You just declared it, meaning you just bought it. It was never used. It was just so nicely in Ketera Judaica. Beautifully, you know, the Ketera Judaica is very big in New York. In New York, Lakewood now, Baruch Hashem. So that they produce most of the stuff. Beautiful kippahs they do also. Very nice. So now this company just produced it for you. What do you do with it? Leolam v'tzar be. So continue. Leolam v'tzar be tefillin chad zimna, and you already used it once. Asur nemetzer bezuze. You're not allowed to put money in it. This is what Rabbi Dr. Shemesh yesterday was talking about.
In the bag.
What?
You're allowed to put money in the bag.
Yeah, you can't put money in that anymore. There was once a Kedai to say the story.
Who puts money in the bag?
You'll see.
What
So
about
there's a
tzedakah?
man. He was warm in the Torah. We told earlier today, right? You're supposed to be hot if you want your children to be warm. He was warm, Nebach. So his child was all completely cold. Okay. So the father said to his son, "Do me a favor. You're gonna make sure you're gonna put on tefillin every day, right?" Of course. He goes away to the college. You know the story, right? Yeah. You're going away to the college. You want to make sure you put on. Okay. Let me know when you put on tefillin. Okay. The son gets thrown out of college. He didn't pay tuition. And he comes home and says, "What's going on with you? You say you're going to send money." So the father said, "Did you put on tefillin?" That was a condition. I'm going to pay for the tuition and one condition, that you're going to put on tefillin. The son says, "Of course I put on tefillin every day. What are you talking about?" The father says, "You sure? How come you were thrown out of college? What happened?" He said, "You didn't pay tuition." "Yeah, tumble. If you put on the tefillin, the money is there. You want to see? You put a check there and all the money there for him to use to pay the tuition." Tumble. Yeah.
It ain't low.
He didn't ever put on tefillin. That's his problem. No? Sure, that's why he got kicked out of college. Yeah. Beautiful. I hope all the parents do this. Take a drink.
Yeah, no, it's good.
And that's it. And get all your kids thrown out of college. Finished. You don't need college garbage. All right. Haga v'im hitna alav mitchila b'chol inyan shareh. However, the Haga adds over here, and this base Yosef agrees with him, that if you agree that you made the condition, I'm going to put the tefillin in this bag, and also money, like a pouch of money. Also, same thing that Haga says. You should note if the cloth was prepared for writing tefillin, you're not allowed to use it for simpleton things. So if you prepared something for the purpose of holiness, that is worth a lot, and you're not allowed to change your mind. However, what happens to, this is the Gemara question, what happens if you took the pouch and you say, I'm going to use this pouch for my tefillin, however, he never put in the tefillin yet. Now the discussion in the Gemara, over there, now the Rabbi says over here, here's the conclusion. The conclusion is, you're going to be allowed to use the pouch for money, as long as it was not used yet. Or the other way around, he says. If you took a bag and one time you put over there tefillin, really, but you don't want it to be for tefillin. Just one time you put it in storage over there for tefillin. Now you no longer want to use it for tefillin. No problem. You're allowed to now use money storage for it without any problem. The what? Yeah.
The bag itself.
No, tefillin has no kedusha.
Only
tefillin is what we're discussing here.
Because I use the bag for tzitzit.
Yeah.
I put mezuzot there.
Yeah, it's fine. Not a problem.
Stuff.
Yeah, not a problem. We're not talking about. With the tefillin,
Keep
don't
it there.
even the tefillin. Once you have a bag for tefillin, Even though we're accustomed that these bags are completely only for tefillin. We don't put money in those bags, in small bags, and obviously it can be a sort of Quran Muzazot also there. You cannot use it for any purpose than the holiness of what it is. And the tefillin holiness is much greater than the mezuzah. Therefore, we cannot do that. But anyway, let's thank our ladies that help us out to be here, to learn B'ezrat Hashem, so we don't have to be busy with the main day stuff. And that's la haraba.